kick off 2019, MCICOM's Installation Works team held our third Installation neXt event aboard Marine Corps Base Hawaii, focused on resilience. We brought together this diverse group of problem solvers from large and non-traditional defense firms, academia, nonprofit organizations, cities, agencies, and government to harness the power of innovation and to tackle the Corps' most daunting installation resilience challenges. Over the course of this event, groups worked towards finding new and innovative solutions for each of our 5 focus areas: energy, water, communications, logistical mobility, and food distribution. Groups imagined a full range of scenarios to help frame their solutions. These solutions focus on Marine Corps Base Hawaii being able to stay standing in the face of a disruptive event.
When we look at resilience, we need to first understand the vulnerabilities, and vulnerabilities might manifest themselves in terms of technology, processes, or people that are weak to some form of threat. And those threats might be kinetic or man-made, could be cyber in origin, or it could be a natural disaster. And so first, by looking at the specific types of resiliency vectors: energy, water, food, communications, and mobility, much like Marine Corps Installations Command is doing, and then analyzing what those threats might be. And then through that type of work and through that type of analysis, we can start to create strategies by which you can actually weather potential perturbations through more resilient infrastructure, more resilient processes, and more resilient people. And defining the master planning framework, and then developing the technical, procedural, and the training solutions. And we do that fairly rapidly on the course of months rather than the course of years. Given that the technology is changing so rapidly, we need to make sure that we're keeping up with the pace of the rate of change.
Energy's Stay Standing solution focused on diverse energy and an infrastructure that enables multiple sources to plug in, including renewables like wave energy, wind power, and solar power, among others. In order to punch back, the same system can become a hybrid grid, being able to plug in sources and become mobile energy. In order to provide the water capacity needed after an attack, the Marine Corps could create multiple mechanisms to collect, secure, and distribute water. The solution first focused on deprioritizing the use of water for non-mission critical functions and emphasizing the human need for water. This concept, in addition to other punchback solutions, such as a new main water line for redundancy, new desalination plant, cloud-based networks, and terraced catchments. The communications group identified multiple single points of failure as the focus of their effort at the event. In order to make Marine Corps Base Hawaii more resilient, the communications group developed a solution involving satellite communication as a redundant form of data transport. In addition, they recommended a true comms out exercise to test the system as a real-world exercise. To punch back, the communications group considered a fully modernized communications infrastructure that included underground and mobile data centers as part of distributed data storage and transport architecture. This system leveraged technologies that are currently maturing and becoming more feasible every day. The Logistical Mobility Group focused on developing a solution that would enable a force multiplier without exponential cost, utilizing partnerships with public and private entities to enhance information about and access to available assets in the time of an emergency. A shared common operating picture, accessible to both the Marine Corps and surrounding community partners, will enable the expeditious delivery of operational supplies and services. The Food Group developed a 4-stage approach to produce a sustainable 14-day food supply for the base through storage and distribution planning. They also developed a long-term solution that includes meal replacement strategies that would keep Marines mission capable.
Installation neXt is essential not only for the Marine Corps, but for the broader DoD and the public, as we realize that the foreign threats, the natural disasters are becoming more frequent and potentially even more severe. As a result of that increased frequency and severity, and also the parallel rapidly changing technology, we realize that the current doctrine, standards, and the way we conduct our day-to-day work is insufficient for how the world is changing. And so Installation neXt brings people together with different mindsets, different backgrounds, and different capabilities to realize that our typical way that we approach solutions is now outdated. And if the approach is outdated, the people are outdated. And as a result of that, what we do and how we approach solutions or problems is also insufficient to meet the changing needs of society and the changing needs of the planet. About what the way forward is, and quite frankly, I think it's together. Because oftentimes in the past 10, 20 to 50 years, there are some partnerships that cross boundaries between defense, civilian sectors, and then humanitarian sections. But not until more recently is that becoming a doctrine or a mode of practice by which we can share knowledge, share resources, and drive innovation faster and realize that at the outcome, at the end, there's a potential to have dual-use technologies with both defense, humanitarian, and civilian impact. And by doing so, we increase our capabilities as a nation to be secure, resilient, and then also provide economic growth for our economy.
Installation neXt Hawaii is only the beginning. These solutions will continue to be refined through our partnership with MD5, as well as with the support from our attendees and the resilience community at large. The end goal is to develop pilotable solutions that will not only benefit Marine Corps Base Hawaii, but all of our installations around the globe.